Yeah, you read the title right. I'm actually looking to shut down the YouTube channel. Sup world, it's Michael EJ, and just want to talk to you about this decision. It wasn't an easy one. But just need to explain to you some of the thoughts that's been going through my mind as of late. Really, the thought originally came up in my mind maybe June-ish, so middle of summer, 4th of July time. Just before that, hanging out with friends and family, had myself really thinking, and I'll explain more. But this year's definitely been a year of change for me. I wanted to really find myself in a lot of different ways, find what I wanted to do, big changes. So changing apartments isn't that big of a deal. Changing girlfriends is a big deal. It's a huge deal. So leaving one girl, and that I've been with for a while, going to somebody else, which is great, by the way. Awesome marriage material. It's all good. But another huge change is in career. That's another place where huge changes were happening. As you guys know, I work in the industry, work with hedge funds, choosing hedge funds and all that. And finance industry in general hasn't been as fulfilling for me as I thought it would. Of course, come from this middle class background. Mom and dad are entrepreneurs. I always, the money thing was what kind of pulled me in, and learning about different things in the financial industry is what pulled me in, especially in college. Valuing companies is still to me, one of the most enjoyable things I do, like on and off, especially for this channel. But I've also realized that I'm looking to get out of the finance industry, do something more data analytics related, something maybe a little bit more economics related. I kind of touched on this a little bit. Check out in the card about how I was going to slow down the YouTube channel to focus more on trying to get those data analytics skills up. And I haven't done it to the level I wanted to, because it's almost like a choice. Every weekend, it's either I'm doing this channel or I'm trying to learn like Python or R. So it's always been a choice. So this thing takes up a lot of time, and I'm already looking to transition my career out of finance. So I might as well do it with the channel as well. This could change in the future. So it's not like me going away forever. It's possible I can come back in as little as, beginning of next year. Who knows? Who knows right now? But at this very moment, it's kind of just, that has been one thing on me. Like, I'm already trying to find myself and transition out of finance. And the channel is one of the bigger things that in all my free time, still thinking about, finance ideas for this channel. I should be thinking about something else, practicing standardized testing for trying to go back to school, all this sorts. So that's one area. I'm going through a lot of changes in life right now. Another big area, to be absolutely honest, is frustration with the channel growth. So, of course, I look at all the big YouTubers in this space. So the Financial Education Channel, The Monk Way, Nate O'Brien, Ryan Shibler, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Of course, I pay attention to them. And I get why they're as big as they are. Why they got all the views they got. It makes sense. Some of them are more entertaining. Some got started in the space early before anybody else. So first mover advantage was definitely there. I definitely like how The Monk Way puts his channel together. So I found that really interesting. So I get why they are at the top. What really frustrated me is, to be nice, these mediocre stock pickers out here who don't do any real deep level analysis, and yet they're getting more channel views and subscribers than what I'm getting. So that has always bothered me, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm trying to provide something that's a little bit different, and they're talking a lot of the similar ways that all the finance channels that are doing somewhat successful have similar views on the market. They have similar ways of investing. And I try to bring something different, but the market has spoken, at least for me, and that difference is not what everybody's they want to do. And a lot of this is on me. If you actually go through all my videos, the first 30, I wasn't taking serious at all. Whatever random idea I had, I just threw a video up, and they all horrible audio quality. The video editing is kind of bad. I didn't take it serious to the beginning of this year. Yeah. I had some successful videos. You know, I had a couple of successful, a couple of 100,000, even a couple of $1,000 views in some of these videos. But, you know, I just kept running to this wall, and it was like, it's hard to push through when you don't see the growth actually happening. It's hard to push through. So yeah, that's another thing. My investment, you know, how I think about, you know, how I view the investment world has kind of changed. I've always talked about on and off this idea of industry life cycles and economic life cycles and how that plays a role in the stock market. Matter of fact, a lot of my early videos talk about that a little bit more. That was more of the focus. And I still have those beliefs. Like, no matter how good of a stock or a company that is, if the market isn't in that, like, if they're not feeling that company today or not feeling that company tomorrow, you're going to suffer. Valuations can be off for a very long period of time. So lining up your portfolio more with the views of the market, or just where the economy is at in general, can work. I started paying more and more attention to ETFs, and there are some really good ETFs out there. And yeah, it's true that buying an ETF that even somewhat aligns with the way I think about the world, or we end up at the same spot, yeah, you might give up some good numbers. You might give up some upside versus you doing the deep level work and picking the stocks yourself. But that incremental difference in time for somebody who needs the time right now is all the difference. So some ETFs that I've been looking deeper into and thinking about buying, it's ENTR. That's like the entrepreneur shares ETF. It's like the company's full of entrepreneurs. So you got that. The artificial intelligence one is kind of interesting to me. AIEQ is the ticker. And then, of course, IBD, Investors Business Daily. You know, they're probably the closest thing to quality growth that's really known for retail investors. They have an ETF, like their big 50 stocks as well. So it's almost like, to me, I'd rather kind of go that route and not do deep level stock work and just trade options. I've become a pretty decent options trader, you know, and it's like, shout out to Option Alpha, by the way. I've mentioned them before. Check them out if you want to learn how to trade options. But yeah, once you get to the point where you're like, hey, I can get 10, 15, 20% every year. If you can't find a compelling reason to invest, you know, if something doesn't have more upside than that, why am I investing? Why am I investing? And when I really looked at even some of the stocks that are in my portfolio today, it's like they don't have that upside annualized versus, you know, what the options. I mean, it's very few. It's very hard to find. So all that combined, and of course, with me trying to learn these new data skills, I want to utilize them. I want to solve problems with them. And I want something that's a little bit more entertaining, a more entertainment factor for a YouTube channel. So I'm going to start a sports analytics channel. So be on the lookout for that if you're into sports, mainly around basketball, football, a little bit of soccer, since, you know, the Nigerian side comes out, you know. Definitely got to watch out for that. But because of all the confluence, all these different things, I've decided to shut down the YouTube channel. I'm still going to make out the end of the month video for October. It's really going to talk about things I've learned in the market personally and some of the stocks I still like. But yeah, this might not be goodbye like forever, but it's definitely goodbye for the time being. Definitely for some time. So I want to thank you all for sticking with me through all this. There's a small amount of subscribers that really stuck with me through and through. I want to thank you all so much. It means the world to me. So it's all good, guys. It's all good. Trying not to like sob or anything. It's all good. But yeah, we'll still be out here with random, interesting, differentiated ideas, just applying it to a different subject. Don't forget what I've taught you all. Quality growth, competition matters, companies that can fight off competition. That's what you need to look to buy, and always look to buy. So I'll see you at the next one, probably the last one for a while. I'll see you there. Peace.